Hi guys. So for those who don't know about Namibia, I'd like to introduce you a little bit to Namibia. Um, I'm sure all of you or most of you know about South Africa. So Namibia is just bordering South Africa to the northern side. It's a country of roughly about 820,000 square kilometers, and we have amongst one of the longest coastlines in the world. It stretches for about, or let's say the longest, it stretches for about 1,600 kilometers from north, where Namibia borders with Angola, to about to south, where, as I said earlier, Botswana borders. And Namibia is known for, amongst others, its attractions, natural attractions. The Great Canyon, the second or the largest canyon in Africa. It has the largest population of desert adopted rhino population, lion population, and also probably the only place where you find elephants living in the desert. And one of the main attractions of Namibia are the dunes, the sand dunes. You can see here behind me, those are the sand dunes. If you can look over there on the other side, that one is called the Big Daddy. Big Daddy is said to be the highest dune in the world, and it certainly looks very high. I will check a bit later about the approximate height of the Big Daddy, and I'll inform you when I do the next recording. So the Namib Sensi is a World Heritage Site. You can see the sand dunes all around me, all over, wherever your eyes touch. Sand dunes, sand dunes, sand dunes, sand dunes, and about 38,000 square kilometers of loose sand has been declared as a World Heritage Site. And one interesting thing, which I'll show you a little bit later, is the dead flea. You may see some trees there back in the background. Those are acacia trees, and they usually grow in a river system. They have very deep roots that can get water from far deep underground, and that sustains the acacia trees. And the interesting feature that I'm talking about is called the dead flea. Now, the dead flea, how it formed, you can see. Let me walk a bit forward. So there was a river system, like a seasonal river that used to flow from up on the mountains down all the way to the ocean. But over the years, since Namibia is a very dry country, it doesn't rain much. So over the years, the sand dunes actually cut off the river system from reaching all the way to the sea. And when we have very good rains, there's a lot of water. You can see the white mud on top here. So when it rains very well, we have water all over. This area is flooded with water, and you can't even access the you can't access the parking area. If you look far behind me, there's a lot of cars parked there. So there's a 4x4 park. There's a 4x4, or let's say a 4x5 kilometers of 4x4 trail that you can only access with a 4-wheel drive. If you are not an expert, or if you have a small car, you leave your car far behind at the parking area, and you either walk, because some people think they are very energetic. You either walk or you take a shuttle. There's NWR, Namibia Wildlife Resort shuttle services that brings guests every minute. So when it rains heavily, this area is inaccessible. So water floods here, and it has cut off water from reaching some of the acacia trees. Some of the green acacia trees that you see there are the same acacia trees that I'll be showing you a little bit later. It's just that they were cut off, and yeah, I'll explain why they are the way they are. So welcome to Namibia.